Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Amra and this is Amra's Beauty Blog. I'm a freelance makeup artist with a passion for all things beauty. If you're a subscriber, then a welcome return. If you like this video, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads. So I am really excited today because I'm going to be talking to you about the new Autumn Winter 2021 colour collection from SUQQU. So I got this package today and this was gifted by SUQQU, so thank you very much again for sending this to me, SUQQU, in advance of the launch. I wanted to show this to my subscribers and to anyone that is interested in SUQQU as a brand. As you probably know, I'm a huge SUQQU fan, and I have some really beautiful things that they have sent me. So today I've just basically got a clean face with the cream foundation in 040, and I have the concealer in the colour 15, which I have under my eyes. I have a little bit of lip oil from Marc Jacobs. Let me show you the wonderful pieces that I got sent today. I just received these today. I'm getting this video up today because I know how many people are waiting to see this new collection. So these are all the goodies that SUQQU have sent me, and I'm so excited to show you how this looks on my skin, as well as swatches, and just to show you how it will look and to give you an idea of what you might want to pick up. Before we do that, I'm just going to read you a little bit about the collections. This is SUQQU's Autumn Winter Colour Collection 2021, inspired by gyokuju, the Japanese word that refers to a noble tree, but also a person of beauty and integrity. This refined collection embodies simplicity, strength, and warmness. The new SUQQU Autumn Winter 21 Colour Collection is packed full of natural yet bold shades for a chic autumnal look. SUQQU's Autumn Winter 21 Colour Collection is available exclusively at Selfridges, at Cult Beauty, Harrods, Harrods.com and Liberty. So let's make a start. So first of all, I wanted to show you the first thing that I was sent. This is from the Signature Colour Eyes collection, and it's one of the limited edition colours, and it's in the colour 106. So as part of this collection, there'll be two limited edition shades, and these will be in the 106, which is SAEGI, and the 107, which is Yukiri. The colour combination add rich autumnal colours to define your eyes. So the one I'm going to show you today that I have been kindly sent is the limited edition 106 SAEGI, and that is a pistachio brown, warm brown, a light brown palette inspired by the trees in autumn. So it comes in the SUQQU packaging, and this is in the new style that they released of all their eyeshadow quads. So you have the plastic protector, which I'm just taking off, and then these are the colours. These are absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, these are the colours and they are absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to see how this will look on my skin tone. They are very unusual colours. They're colours that I wouldn't normally see, and that's what I love about SUQQU, is they're constantly sort of reinventing themselves and just bringing out sort of shades that you wouldn't normally kind of associate in a sort of quad or an eyeshadow palette. And out of the two, I think this one was the one that really kind of jumped out to me most, and I'm so glad that I have managed to be sent this as part of SUQQU's new collection. So let's have a look. So this is the quad in that little bit more detail, and let's go through these colours together. You've got sort of like a highlighter shade here, a sort of matte shade here. I think these are more satin sort of formulas. Absolutely gorgeous. This kind of looks like a kind of mustardy colour, but it's very suited to autumn, as well as the darker shade here and this sort of brownish orange colour here and the highlight shade. I am so excited to try these out. So before we start, I thought what would be nice is to just swatch these. So let's swatch them together now. I am going to start with this particular shade here, which is this sort of autumn, this sort of mustard colour. And we're going to go round like that towards the highlight. So let's start off with this colour. That is really nice. Haven't seen a lot of things around that colour. Now we're moving on to that more darker shade of purple. Stunning. And this kind of very smooth colour here, which is this more sort of orangey brown colour. And then finally this is the highlight colour, which is just here. So these are all the shades. And let's try and do a look right now. Okay, so I have just added in some mascara and some brow. So one of the other things that I was given was the SUQQU Touch Tone Touch Eyes, and this again comes in 2 limited edition shades, and I was given the limited edition 107 YOISHIZUKU Night Gold, which is iridescent and alluring. This shadow is packed with gold shimmer and specks of pink and green light. So I thought with this look I would just add a touch of that so you could see how that looks with it on. And I'll just do a swatch for you as well. So this is how it looks. I think you can see that it's a gorgeous colour. It is like an antique gold, I'd say. Very, very pretty. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like now on my skin tone. So we're just going to do a swatch on my arm. So this is the SUQQU Two-Tone Touch Eyes in 107. And isn't that gorgeous? What I thought might be good is just to try that on top of the eyeshadow that I currently have and just give it a little bit of extra. I might use my fingers for this because I think it picks it up better. I don't know if you can see that, but it definitely gives it a pop. If you can see that, that definitely gives it a pop. And actually this is really nice if you're going out in the evening and you just want that little bit of extra sparkle on your eyes. In fact, this goes really nicely on top of that sort of mustardy green sort of colour that we did before from the other palette. So it actually gives it a bit of a pop, which is really, really nice. This is 107 on top of the eyeshadow quad that I did just now. And I just added that as an extra on top. So we're now moving on to the two other items that I got from Suqqu. So I'm really excited to talk about this, and this is the blush, and this is a limited edition in pure colour blush in 128 KUCHIHA. There are two limited edition colours. This one is in 128 and this one is a red brown tea beige, a red brown that gives you a flush of winter with one sweet. It comes in another colour which is Fuyuko Dachi, which is a blush brown and soft pink, but I will hopefully pick that up later. And the same with the two-tone touch eyes, that also comes in another colour. The two-tone touch eyes comes in two colours, in YOISHIZUKU and the limited edition, so that's 107, and then it comes in the limited edition 108 Akishizuku, which is a sunrise pink, and at some point I hope to pick that up as well. But those are the colours. Let's see how this blush looks. So before we go into the demo, this is what the colour looks like. Absolutely gorgeous. So I didn't actually really plan this, but these colours are actually going really well with the dress I have on. I didn't plan it. I think it's just the colours just really complement it. So let's try this blush on right now. So I'm going to go in with my Sonia G Cheek Pro. So this is the blush. It's a really lovely colour. It's not as strong as I thought it was going to be. I am going to try and go in with another layer now. It's definitely buildable. I think you can make it a little bit stronger. But I think, as with Suqqu, the colours are meant to be sort of a touch of colour. It's not meant to be very, very pigmented and strong. So I can definitely see that I've got blush on. Gorgeous. So this is the blush in 128. So I completely forgot, but let's do the swatches now. So I'm just going to show you the swatch of the darker side, which is this colour. And then I'm going to show you the swatch of the highlighter side, which you can see is quite similar to my skin tone. I think if you're going to go in, you want to go in with this colour. This is more like a highlighter shade, but that's a beautiful colour. So we're finally moving into the last two items. It's actually one item and you'll see why in a minute. It's the new Suqqu Sheer Matte Lipstick, but this is the actual top that goes with it. So they gave me one of the limited edition colours with the top to go on it. A new texture is added to Suqqu's line of ever popular lipsticks. The Sheer Matte lipsticks are highly tinted for a subtle, chic flush of colour with 13 naturally vibrant shades available. The soft matte base is created with two types of spherical powders, the smooth red bead powder and porous fit bead powder. These work together to create a luxuriously smooth matte finish with a light texture. Embossed with Suqqu's new brand icon, which exudes grace and timelessness. The delicate case and brilliant gold make for an effortlessly luxurious experience. The lipstick itself comes in a resin cap and the bullet lid that is sold separately for an easily reusable and refillable experience. That's how it looks. Let's open these up together. This is the lipstick part. So I have been given the colour 103, which is GYOKUJUIRO. And this is the colour 103, and I'll show you how that looks. And then I was given the top, which is the top of the case, which you can see has this sort of hexagon top. So there's 6 sides. So this is the Suqqu top that goes on top of the lipstick. So you have this plastic top that sort of protects it, and then when you open it up, it looks like this. So this is how the lipstick looks. You can see you've got the Suqqu going down, but if you look closely at the tip, you can see the new Suqqu logo at the top. This is like my dream colour, and you'll see why in a minute, because this is the kind of colour I gravitate towards. And then you've got the lovely top that goes on the top, and you've got that sort of antique gold lid there. Really, really lovely. So here we go. Okay, so I've just removed the oil, so it's more of my true lip, and we're going to see how this colour looks. This is gorgeous. This is stunning. It's really deceiving because when you look at it, you think it's not going to come out quite as rich as this. I'm quite surprised because the description kind of made it out that it wasn't really going to show, but I only needed like a couple of swipes. This is how it looks. Wow, what a gorgeous, gorgeous colour. I think I'm going to buy another one. From what I gather, this is actually limited edition, so this colour actually doesn't exist in the normal range. I think I might need a backup. I have the top, so I might just get the refill if they sell the refill by itself. Wow, this is the finished look, and I am absolutely loving it. Autumn always brings me sort of calming vibes. It's a time when I feel like I'm reflective, a time when you're starting to kind of warm up and get into that kind of winter period. And I do love the leaves on the trees, and this has that vibe. I mean, putting on this lipstick reminds me of leaves that you see when the leaves turn sort of brown during the autumn time and they're falling. And even just some of the palette that we looked at, the first eye quad, the quad itself, those colours were all very autumn-like. And the cheek, I don't know how they come up with these colours, but Suqqu have a way of making you look very chic, very beautiful, but in a very classy way. And that's why I always love when Suqqu bring out new colours, because I'm always impressed by the selection and just the way that the makeup looks on the skin. I've got the Suqqu foundation on, I've got all the pieces that they sent me, but the look, the entire look just really works. And even if you just picked these as a selection, I think you'd be so happy with that. I would be so happy, but because I'm a Suqqu fanatic, you know I'm going to pick up more. But just in terms of how this looks, I just love it, and I love this lip. Oh, this lip is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So as you can see, this looks gorgeous on my lips, but I think it's worth us doing a arm swatch anyway together. So this is the arm swatch. The texture is really, really interesting. There are bits of texture here, I don't know if you can see that there, but when you put it on your lips, that just blends and there is no texture. If you can see on my lips, they look really smooth. It feels really nice and moisturising, even though this is a matte lipstick. The texture that you saw doesn't come up, but maybe it's just because it's a different formulation. It doesn't come out like that. And actually, you can see that the colours are slightly different on my lips. So if you look at my lips, the colour of that compared to my lips, I would say it looks better on my lips than it does as a swatch. It just looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The other thing I'd say is that this is quite big. It's not like round, so when you have it in your purse, I guess it's easy to pick up, but can you see the sort of size? So I just wanted you to be aware that even though the tube is round, when you put it on, it does take a little bit more space up, just to be aware. One of the things I wanted to add is that it actually reminds me a little bit of Natasha Denona, just when I put the inner colour in on top, because that has that shift, and Natasha Denona does a lot of that with her eyeshadows, so it does have that sort of similar feel to it. So I just wanted to finish the video off with giving you my final thoughts. First of all, I wanted to thank SUQQU for sending these. These are what I would have picked if I was in store, which is unbelievable that they have picked these out, and they are the exact sort of choices that I would have made. So thank you so much to SUQQU. I just wanted to say how beautiful I think this collection is. It captures the essence of autumn really, really well. It shows off and showcases the colours that inspire autumn, from the autumn leaves to the trees to nature, really, and the colours are so unique with SUQQU. You're not going to get colours that you will find in a lot of other palettes, and I think that's what gets people really excited about SUQQU, because there isn't a lot out there that you haven't seen before. Number one, colour choice and selection is beautiful. Number two, I just wanted to talk about this new matte lipstick formula. Wow, love it. It's surprising because I'm the type of person that really veers, and you probably all know when you watch my channel, that I much prefer lipsticks that have a lot of moisture in. So they tend to be balms, or they tend to be a lipstick that has a lot of moisture. This one, I mean, just feeling it, doesn't feel like I've got anything on at all. It doesn't feel drying. When I put it on, it didn't take that many swipes to get the colour to show, which I was really surprised about from reading the description, because I thought it would take a little bit longer for the colours to show on my skin tone. So I'm so pleased with that. With regards to the blush, it is quite subtle. I'd say that if you are darker than myself or of the same skin tone, I would go for this colour, which is the one I've reviewed today. This works as a whole look in terms of the colours and everything. If you're going to go with like a set, then I would recommend going for the selection that I have showed you today, because I think you're going to get a lot of wear out of it. The quad is really interesting. The colour that was kind of like that khaki greeny, couldn't even describe it, it just looks so unusual. I really liked, because I've not seen that colour anywhere before, and actually that was the one that kind of I was drawn to when I first saw the palette, and that was why I was drawn to this particular palette initially. When it comes to the two-tone, I mean, I like using my fingers for things like this because I think that the pigment shows better, but as you can see, if you want that little bit of oomph when you're going out, it's a beautiful sort of colour to have to add on top of what you already have. So it's a really lovely thing to carry in your purse as a kind of addition. So absolutely loving that. In terms of what I think of the collection, it's very different to what they've released before. So we had the summer one that I've looked at, we had the sort of pre-summer, then we had the one before that. So I don't think that they are all the same. I think that they all have their own lane. So if you're looking for something that is just kind of really lovely and reminds you of autumn and gives you those vibes, I would recommend this collection without any hesitation. I've been very lucky to receive this early. I'm so pleased to be able to share this with my subscribers, and for anyone that is joining, thank you very much. If you've caught me, this is the first time you've seen my video, I really hope that you enjoy my love of SUQQU, because I am constantly raving about it, and it's one of my favourite brands, as you probably know by now. Please let me know your comments. Which thing did you prefer? What will you be picking up? Obviously, I could only show you a select number of pieces from the collection. However, I know that there are another two-tone, there is another blush. There are 13 of these new sheer matte lipsticks, and 10 of them are permanent and 3 of them are from the limited edition collection. I am really excited to pick up some more from the limited edition collection, because I can probably go back and pick up the permanent ones when I'm in store, but the I know the limited edition ones just fly off the shelf. So for me, I've got my eye on, I think, the other two limited edition colours that come in this formula. And I think that is in 101 Hakucha and 102, which is Kohakutu. So those two have caught my eye. So I will be going into store and likely to try and see whether they would suit me, as well as try some of the other colours as well, because for me, when it comes to lipstick, it's better to try in store so you can see how they appear, because everyone's lips have a slight tint and it can change the colour. So I would highly recommend, if you can, pop into store. If you can't, then I hope that my channel will be able to give you some idea, if you're similar skin tone, how it will look on your skin tone. I'm looking forward to picking up the other blush, which is the 129 in Fuyu Kodachi, which is a blush brown and soft pink. And I'm also looking forward to picking up the other touch tone eyes, which I said was in 108, which is the Akishizuku Sunrise Pink. And I'm looking forward to picking up the limited edition signature colour eyes in 107 Tsuyu Kiri, which is a mauve pink and grey brown. I mean, for me, they never go wrong, Suqqu, and I'm so pleased with the items that I was sent. So thank you again, Suqqu, very much. Please don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section below. I'd love to know which pieces you're going to pick up. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.